There is no limit to inquisitive mind and perfection of knowledge. The Infinite Science program focuses on the latest scientific achievements, new developments and unique discoveries by Kazakh scientists. Infinite Science is an opportunity to see the future of science.
The growing population of planet Earth and global food shortage are forcing us to look for new ways of producing food products. For example, there are technologies that allow to grow meat without killing animals, from stem cells. Scientists have even been able to make a very first beef patty out of this type of meat. It cost $325,000. But already this year, the cost has been brought down to $80 per kilo. Hello, my name is Irke Muhanbet, and you're watching Infinite Science. In today's program, finding one's way in large cities, a navigation system designed by Kazakhstani students, electric power networks without transformers, a breakthrough of scientists from Pavlodar, how to preserve the harvest, nanoporous ceramics for determining the moisture level of grain. Bread is one of the most important food products. Its production begins in the fields. Substantial resources are required for the harvesting and collection of grain, and preservation of the harvest is just as important. Long-term storage of grain requires creation of favorable conditions so that it doesn't lose its qualities. One of the more important of these conditions is specific moisture content of grain. Special devices are used to control the moisture content, but they are expensive and hence not accessible to all farmers. That is why scientists from the Karaganda State University, named after Buketov, decided to create a cheaper alternative that would have better technical characteristics. Our devices are much more superior to foreign analogous devices in terms of the moisture range, accuracy and price. The moisture meter invented in Kazakhstan has two components: the device itself and a gadget on the screen of which the collected information is displayed. Data is transmitted wirelessly using Wi-Fi. The main element is here in the probe and is a nanoporous ceramics that was developed using know-how technologies. Scientists are not revealing the components of the nanoporous ceramic element or its functioning principles, but the advantages of ceramic sensors are well known. They are resistant to electrotechnical corrosion, unlike the core of foreign analogous devices. Aside from this, scientists installed aluminum electrodes instead of platinum ones. This made the device 10 times cheaper than European alternatives. By the way, the industrial assembly of moisture meters can be done here at the laboratory of the Physics and Technology faculty. The estimated output, 8,000 devices per year. We manufacture grain moisture meters. For this, we need to assemble two panels, one annunciator panel and the other a measuring one. At the moment, the invention is going through a licensing and certification stage. In the future, the scientists intend to modify the device. The thing is that it has a great potential for application. It can be used to analyze the quality of products in the food, chemical, pharmaceutical, and other sectors. The fast pace of life in large cities sets its own rules, with time becoming of utmost priority. In order to cover long distances as fast as possible, it is necessary to find an optimal route. And if it is a city that is unfamiliar, the task becomes that much harder. How to get from A to B without getting lost. In this case, IT technologies come to our aid. One of the problems of big cities is that it is easy to get lost in them. At times, even in a city that you know well, it may be difficult to navigate to one's place of destination. This problem was taken on at the International University of IT Technologies in Almaty. The university students developed a navigation system that can tell you where you are and how to get from where you need by public transport.
Система представляет из себя простой терминал.
The system is a simple terminal that has its own software. It shows how to get from A to B, all the transfers, allows you to find where to take the next transport, and how to get there. Aside from this, the city router will have information about the location of restaurants, sports clubs, or scientific centers. All the information will be provided in 3 languages.
Мы построили архитектуру таким образом, что у нас идет обращение.
We've built the system's architecture in a way that each terminal is connected to a central server where information is updated. Therefore, in this case, due to the fact that the terminals are connected to a network, we can update and monitor the state of each terminal, the information that it displays, of what could be called a dispatch center. Recently, the developers of the navigation system won a grant and visited the Silicon Valley in the US. There, they saw an analogous city router technology that was introduced in New York. We're looking wider to make it a system that supports electronic commerce so that you can buy something or list through advertisements, news, using the terminal without wasting time while you're waiting at a bus stop. If the project is approved, then the city router will be presented at the International Expo 2017 exhibition that will be held in the capital of Kazakhstan. The navigation terminal, as one of the elements of smart bus stops, may become part of the state project Astana Smart City. If energy is often called the blood of the economy, then electric power networks are the arteries. And just like in any organism, a lot depends on their well-being. In this case, the activity of large industrial enterprises and even entire cities. A special device will help ensure uninterrupted operation of electric power networks. Scientists at the Pavlodar State University, named after Thoray Gurov, are developing a new system for the protection of electric power networks. To this day, the common practice across the world was to use transformers that are connected to the electricity source. They change the voltage of the electric current to a level that is adequate for measuring and safety devices. However, modern transformers are quite big and expensive. For example, for 6,000 volts, one transformer requires 2 kilos of high-quality copper and 10 kilos of high-quality steel. In Kazakhstan, there are around 10,000 of such transformers that already require replacement. All across the world, experts are looking for alternatives to these transformers, and Kazakhstani scientists from Pavlodar may have found the answer. They are proposing to use a reed switch. This is a hermetically sealed electric switch operated by an applied magnetic field, which can compute magnetic flows. Thus, by measuring the electric current, they send a signal in case something is wrong.
Мы располагаем наш магниточувствительный элемент на безопасном расстоянии от.
We set up our magnetizable switch at a safe distance from the power rail, which conducts electricity and gets information with the aid of these reed switches, which simultaneously perform the function of not only transformation of the current, but also its protection. This approach doesn't require transformers. Also, reed switches do not need expensive metals. That is why they are 40 times cheaper than traditionally used systems. What's more, they're incredibly small, weighing some hundreds of grams. Pavlodar scientists have secured around 90 patents for these devices. In essence, right now we've built a new system of linear defense. Not a traditional one, because the traditional requires an electric current transformer. Scientists are offering to use this device in the current electric power networks as a reserve system of defense. This will enhance reliability by many times. And in the installation of new networks, it is proposed to use only reed switches. Today, these devices are being tested at a number of industrial enterprises. Also, scientists from Pavlodar are modernizing their invention with the aid of scientific grants. But we can already state with confidence that a breakthrough has been achieved in altering the protective system of electric power networks. Achievements of modern science should be directed at the solution of practical problems. Nobody's arguing with that. But in practice, as a rule, this doesn't always work. Even the most progressive ideas and developments of scientists usually do not move beyond the drawing board. Scientific research results in real benefits when it goes hand in hand with business. Watch our next program to find out how commercialization ideas are realized in Kazakhstan. Until next time.